Hey, it's Tony, and I want to welcome you to day number 28 of 30 of my Build Your MLM Biz Challenge. And today I'm going to be talking about a book that I've been reading for the last couple of weeks. And it's called Your First Year in Network Marketing. And it's by Mark Yarnell and his wife, Renee Reed Yarnell. And it's really a cool book. I had kind of mentioned it a couple of videos ago, and I was talking about how I'm kind of glad that I waited, uh, you know, a whole year in the industry before I decided to pick up this book. And it just kind of has a lot of really cool points. I'm about halfway through, and the first couple of chapters, it kind of talks about, chapter one is ignoring the rejection rocket, which basically that's kind of the breakdown of, just getting used to hearing no and not really taking it as a no, but more than anything, taking it as, being closer to a yes. So just kind of shifting your mindset and taking rejection to be a good thing rather than a bad thing. Keeping in mind that when people say no, they're not saying no to you. Oftentimes they're saying no because maybe they're just not secure in themselves. Maybe just right now is not the right time. And a no now isn't necessarily a no forever. And so that's kind of really what it talks about, is how to deal with rejection and how to turn it into your friend rather than your enemy. Chapter 2 is really cool. It's called Avoiding the Management Trap. And I've actually worked with people that have been involved in the management trap, and I didn't really know what that was until recently. I've never really kind of managed my downline. I've always just kind of let them do, maybe it's instinctively, I've always just kind of let them be aware that they can reach out to me at any point in time. Everybody knows they can call me. I'll answer the phone system any way that I can. But I don't do I don't reach out to them weekly and I'm like, hey, how many people have you talked to? It's their business. They're either going to work or they're not. And quite frankly, as long as I'm prospecting and I'm sponsoring, that's really all that I care about. And oftentimes your downline does what you're going to do. So if you spend all your time managing them and not building your business and not talking to prospects and not closing people and not building your organization and sponsoring people yourself, guess what? Your downline's going to do the same thing. They're going to spend all their time managing their downline rather than creating new business. And in this industry, it's just so important to always go out and create new business. I mean, if you're doing network marketing, realistically, you're always going to have to be putting people in. I mean, that's just the way that it is. And it's a great industry, it's a great career, and you can definitely make a long-term career out of it, but you always have to be prospecting. I mean, always be prospecting. That's just part of the process. Talks on chapter 3 about the Depression Torpedo, and it talks about maintaining enthusiasm in spite of the inevitable and forthcoming setbacks. And that's true. I mean, if you've never done, network marketing, you're just getting started, you're going to face challenges. So this is kind of the mindset stuff that we've been covering the last couple of days. You're going to definitely, have things that you're up against that you haven't really dealt with, whether it's dealing with rejection initially, whether it's learning that, a key part of our business is lead generation. And, we've talked a lot about that over the series on how to generate leads online, how to prospect people. A lot of it's closing. I mean, I was in a webinar last night, and the person that was doing the webinar talked about the 4-year learning curve. It is a huge learning curve. I mean, network marketing, it's something that people do part-time to begin with. So oftentimes you have your career, you've got your job, you've got your family, you've got your personal life, and then on top of all that, you've got your business. And then if you're doing online marketing, then you've also got that on top of everything else. So oftentimes you can't really expect to go through that learning curve very quickly. I mean, if you were doing this business like a traditional job and working 40-hour weeks, you'd probably hit that learning curve a lot quicker. Maybe you could overcome it in a year of consistent Monday through Friday 8 to 5 type of scenario. But most of us just aren't in that scenario, so we kind of have to take it as it goes. And one of the things that I really kind of liked about this chapter is, it is a process. And, for me, for example, I get home at 7 o'clock. from work. Oftentimes, Monday through Thursday, I've got back-to-back webinars on Mondays, 2 webinars on Tuesdays, 2 webinars on Wednesdays. Right now, I've got another webinar at 8. So it's almost like, you know, you've just got so much time invested. And then on my free time, I'm learning different marketing strategies. I'm calling leads. I'm checking my conversions. I'm doing my pay-per-click campaigns. I mean, at this point, I really don't have a social life, but I'm okay with that. You know, I don't really mind digging into my business. I mean, I know it's work, and I'd rather put the work in now and reap the benefit later than, you know, just really take my time with it. I'm more of, let me get there in 5 years, you know, when I'm 34, than just enjoy life right now. And it's not that bad because I really enjoy what I'm doing. You know, the other day, it was actually on Sunday, I've been wanting to play video games. I'm a really big video gamer. And I was just kind of like, I knew I had some stuff I had to do. I'm working on a new lead generation strategy. I'm starting from the ground up. You know, it's something I've never really done before. I've got a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing, but I definitely need to dig in a lot deeper. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and start this week, and everything will be fine. But I really felt like playing video games. I haven't played games in almost like 2 months. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. It's Sunday. I'm going to relax today. I'm going to play some games. And, you know, I actually played for about 4 hours, and the entire time I was thinking about marketing. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I was like, maybe I can't even enjoy what I used to enjoy because I'm just so dead set on getting stuff done. But it's a trade-off. Again, I'm not miserable. I'm not complaining. I like what I do. And I know eventually there'll be a huge payoff. So that's just part of the whole depression, you know, kind of thing, as you go through your ups and your downs. And I've also been listening to a course, you know, Ray Higdon's BMI course, which also helps. I'm trying to be consistent with that as well. So we'll kind of move on from there. And then this next one is blocking the false expectations. This is a really good chapter. The video is running kind of a little bit long. It's already almost 8 minutes. So we'll pick up at this chapter tomorrow. It'll help me kind of break everything down. And we'll go over that. So we'll discuss chapter 4, which is blocking false expectations, which is something that's really common in our industry. And if you're doing this, then you definitely want to take steps to stop it, because this could be what makes you or breaks you in your first year of network marketing. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this quick review on this awesome book. Totally need to get it, whether you've been in for a year or 2 years. Definitely pick up this book. I hope you've subscribed, and thanks for checking out the video. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.